Welcome, this is Isaac from Blue Bag of Borrelli, my place to talk about my beloved Carlton, win, lose or draw, and other AFL matters. We've had the bye this week, so I thought it was the opportune time to just share quickly some thoughts about my Carlton mid-year report card. Yes, we're going to school. So, it's 11 games. And I'm already fatigued. I'm already worn out. So much effort and energy supporting this club. And I feel like we're going backwards. We're 4 wins and 7 losses after 11 weeks. Now, let's look at offensively. Points 4, which is our offense. 889 points, which is the 13th best in the comp. So that means we're 13th on the ladder of points scored. So we're in the bottom 6. We need that to increase, to improve. Our offense has to improve in the back half of this year. There is a host of reasons why that's not happening at the moment. Injuries, inconsistency, lack of connection, lack of cohesion, game style, fatigue, and all these put together adds up to a lot of problems. Now, let's look at the defense. Now, our defense has improved. We are the 3rd best defense in the comp. That may surprise you. 865 points. Only Collingwood and Gold Coast Suns. Yes, only Collingwood and the Suns. I checked it 3 times. Have conceded less points than us. So, defensively, our system is sound. We're harder to score against. Now, let's have a quick look at the players I believe deserve a green tick, hence meaning that they've got a pass mark so far. Jack Silvani, definitely a pass mark. Now, he made the decision, he spoke to the coaches in the preseason, in the off-season last year, about a positional switch into the D50. And by G, has it worked? I tip my hat off to you, Jack. You had the courage to approach the coaches. Obviously, you felt that either you were getting in the way in the front half or you felt that you weren't impacting enough. Now, your father, we know, is a legend of our club and the greatest fullback to ever play the game. And I can see some of the traits. You read the play. You can intercept mark. You got beautiful hands. The thing that impresses me the most about you, though, Jack, in defence, has been your pinpoint passes. You like to bite off the kick even into the corridor. So you're a perfect foil for Wiedering. Finally, we have found someone for Wiedering. At the age of 27, your best years are here. You're out of contract. Now, if Carlton have got any brains, they re-sign you immediately. Or else, guess what? I'm predicting that Jack Silvani's father, Sauce, is already inquiring about trying to get him to the Saints. That would be a travesty. Cannot happen. I'm pretty sure that if they offer Jack a reasonable contract, show him some love that he deserves, and tell him that he's valued and important, that he will sign a 3 or 4 year deal. And it won't be overs. It'll be a fair pay. Hewitt, career best form. This is his 4th year at Carlton, coming over from Sydney. A big inside, hard-running, consistent player for us. Probably leading our BNF. And has kicked a couple of clutch goals when we've needed them this year. He's really improved, Hewitt, and a valued member of our midfield. So he gets a tick. So does Chera. Now, Chera, I still believe, has upside, will get better. But at the moment, it's great seeing him on the park every week because we haven't had that for a lot lately. So Chera gets a tick. Wiedering gets a tick. Where would we be without Wiedering? Now, he had a stinker against the Giants, but where would we be without him? He is so reliable. Corey Dern, I give a tick. Yes, Corey Dern has kicked 10 goals this year. Missed the first 3 or 4 with injury. Now, he's only really a 3rd or 4th best stringer in other teams, but he gets a tick. Now, Ollie Hollands gets a tick. He tries hard. Geez, he tries hard, Ollie. He's a hard runner. And he plays with effort and desire. He wants to be there. He's invested. Yeah, he does make some mistakes, but he provides some overlap run, gives good second and third efforts. So he gets a tick. Paddy Cripps. Now, you can't judge him. If you judge him on last year, yeah, you can say he's below standards. I'm going to hold. Cripps is still playing well, but hasn't hit the lofty heights of last year. He has kicked 10 goals. He spent a little bit more time forward as well. Nick Haynes had a slow start, but has fought back well. Since we started winning games, he also improved. At first, I thought it was a mistake to play him, and the first 2 or 3 weeks he was horrible, but he's fought back and is a good foil for JSOS and Weeders. Now, my boy Triple C, now he had a slow start. Not much of a pre-season, not much of a summer. Injuries, clean-outs, chaos, calamity, questions. Everywhere poor old Triple C goes, there's questions. Now, he's kicked 24 goals. He's improved. He's shanked a few. He's burnt a couple. Probably should have had 32, 33 goals by now. He's very threatening. And I'll tell you what, I reckon he could have a bigger back half of the season. 24 goals for Triple C. Tom De Koning started well. First 3 or 4 games like a house on fire. Has just dropped off and tapered off a touch. You want that money, TDK? You can have a go. You're not worth 1.7. It's ludicrous for the Saints to even offer you that money. Now, the rest of the team are all failures. Mackay, yeah, he's won 2 games for us. Excellent. But is he a liability, Mackay? He's missed games with mental health. He's unreliable. There's 2 tails with Mackay. He can be great. A shout out Tony Blafari, I agree. He is an enigma. He can be magic and win your games, and he can be merda, meaning shite. There's no in between with Mackay. Now, I hope this mental health stuff doesn't keep manifesting itself every few weeks, because we can't rely a guy that's on $1 million a year on a long-term contract to not put his hand up all the time. You want $1 million? You're overpaid. You're underperforming. Come on, Harry. We need a lift. We need you to lift in this second half. Doherty, I know he's had a lot of injuries. He's towards the end. Now, he did play a very good game in the last game. One of our best players, and it was pleasing to see. But, Doc, I think your time is up. You've been a failure. So has McGovern. He's showed some good signs, but overall, he does more bad than good. He's so frustrating because he's so gifted. And when he's good, he's good. But when he's bad, another Mackay. Akers, the sheriff. You want to be called the sheriff. You want to walk around with the suit, with Versace. You want to be, you're calling yourself the sheriff. That means that you're a boss. Play like a boss. You've been terrible this year. I know you had back surgery in the off summer. You've got a newborn baby. I don't know if you're sleeping at night. I don't know what you're doing. Are you changing nappies? You've got to start to lift, man. We need you to be the player that we know you can be in the back half of the year. Now, Zach Williams, when he plays well, another guy that's overpaid, underperforming. But the biggest thing with Zach is that he's too injured. He's such a high-end talent. And we've been so unlucky that we haven't been able to get more games out of him. He can play everywhere. Half-back, midfield, and he's got the polish as a finisher up front. And I don't mind him playing up front because he can score goals. And he can score them quickly and set them up. Cottrell's been injured. Evans, David Petch, yes, I agree. David Petch, Evans, a failure. Should never play for Carlton again. Just play a kid. Motlop also has been a failure. He did miss a lot of footy last year. We just got to play him because you got to play 3 or 4 smalls. So he has to play for team balance. He has had a few midfield minutes, but yeah, he's been a failure. I agree, David Petch. I agree with you. Now, so a couple of quick questions. Rumours about trading Triple C? No way. You're joking. No price. My son asked me a very good question this morning when I was talking to Frankie Dukes from Taylor Walker Collectibles. Would you give up a premiership for Curnow? Now, of course, premierships are the ultimate. We know that. We know that. But I don't want to answer that question. Charlie is untradeable. He is a lock. He is untradeable. Under no circumstances do you trade Curnow, Wiedering. What do you think our forward line would look like without Triple C? A generational talent. These guys don't grow on trees.
No, but got it to Motlop. Motlop off a step, and Curnow's got this trip. You know he has. Takes a man on, straightens up Charlie. There we are.
Butts gets a fist on it, knocks it down, Cripps. Carlton got his arms free. Fed it out to Hewitt, and they're out. Pokes it to half forward, Curnow. Hasn't seen a lot of it yet. He could launch this. He does. He goes for home. Wow! Awesome from Charlie.
Hewitt had a superb season off to Motlop. Due for his 50th game next week. He kicks up towards half forward. Curnow! A one-hander. He wheels and goes. He's a thumping kick. It's coming back. It's a monstrous play from a man Melton.
Some changes that I would do post-season. I don't think sacking Voss is the solution. Bring in some new assistants, and there will be some changes. There will be some changes because Graham Wright would do that. He's going to get the keys very soon to be the boss. Now, we've got to use De Koning's money wisely. De Koning's leaving. I've got no trust and belief that De Koning will stay. If he was going to stay, why hasn't he re-signed and told the club, geez, we're entering into the back half of the year. He's leaving. All chips in for the next 4 weeks. Essendon, I cannot contemplate if we lose to Essendon. So all chips in for Essendon. Then we've got West Coast and North Melbourne and Port Power here. All 4 games are winnable if we're on. So all chips in. But if we implode and don't turn up Sunday night against the drug cheats, the team I hate the most, then pull the pin on the season. Tom De Koning, this is Blue Bagger. Tom, are you staying or going? I've got to let the contract player. Goodbye, mate. That if you're not signing, you're leaving. Have a spell on the pine, and I'm going to play Pitto for the rest of the year. I want to see the Campo Twins get a few more games, blood them, and we need to spend the money wisely in the off-season. We do need to spend money wisely in the off-season. We need small, mid-sized players with X-factor. The only person that I would contemplate trading is Mackay. Because, one, I'm concerned about his mental health. How many games will he tell us that he can't play? I'm hoping it never happens again, but it's always there. Plus, he's too inconsistent. There's too much of this. There's not here. It's either there or there, and there's more of those than that. So Mackay, because of his long-term contract, may have currency. Wiedering, under no circumstances, gets traded. Nor does Walsh, nor does Triple C. Chera's got the long-term deal. We've got to tie up JSOS, and we might need to get a backup for Pitto. Now, if Charlie Curnow gets traded, I will burn my membership and give it all up. And I'll tell you that right now. You don't trade my boy. My membership will go up in flames and it will burn. And it will burn very brightly. Now, please leave your comments down below. Give me your grade. It's a fail. So far, it's a fail. This team How can this team win less games than St Kilda and Essendon at the same time this year? That does my head in. That's costing me sleepless nights. It's all chips in Sunday. Win, lose or draw. I love my club. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below. Give me a grade. Tell me who you would trade, who you would keep if you were given the keys in the off-season. And it's all chips in, tools down. Anthony, Stanzi, a shout out. Tools down Sunday night. Carlton and Essendon.